Hey guys, it's your girl Tubbi of the Nerdy Bird site, rocking with the antidote.com, bringing you another segment of Kicking the Real, where we allow artists and entrepreneurs to give us their advice and their opinions on topics real world, not just the music, not just the fashion, but the things that go on that directly affect us and how it makes them feel.
And I'm Timberlynn with Hair Exotica.
Now, my girl Timberlynn is a fashionista, but we're going to talk about the more complicated topics first, and then we'll ease into the more fun topics. Right now, America is faced with a lot of controversy, as we always are, in a political sense. Donald Trump has allowed some things to happen that a lot of us don't really support or appreciate in a lot of senses, being that we're people of color. Right now, illegal immigrants that are crossing the border lines are being separated from their children. And I'm not sure where the parents are being held and detained, but the children are actually being put into these detention camps in Texas. Yes. And when you look at the images that are being released about these detention centers, they really look like miniature prisons or juvenile halls. You have these kids sleeping on very thin mattresses. They have like these foil style covers. When you see those kind of things, you know, being a woman of color, being a cultural person, being someone that's from Texas, how does that make you feel?
I mean, like everyone, like it makes me feel sad. Like there's no reason to separate these poor kids from their family just because they crossed the border illegally. I mean, we're all human. I just hate that we're like in this space right now where it's just, you know, all the hatred that's going on right now. Like it's sad.
I think it really hurts my feelings for a couple of different reasons. One, Donald Trump, your parents are immigrants, you know, so what if 30, 40 years ago this was something that was set up and understood? And also, if you really know the law and you kind of look into the things that are constitutionally valued and correct, crossing the border illegally is a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
So for me to cross the border illegally, to come to America, a place where we pride ourselves on being the land of the free, where you're able to have freedom of speech and you're able to get good jobs and you're able to provide for your family, if we're taking children away simply because they were crossed illegally, what happens when you have people that have DWIs and the children are in the cars? And you know, I'm not promoting this in the sense of, if it's happening here, it should happen there. I'm just saying that it's such a contradiction. If it's a misdemeanor to come into this country illegally, why is it okay for us to relive history? It's kind of like the Holocaust all over again.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I was reading something on Facebook the other day. It kind of like it hit home because it was like, you know, we're allowed to. This is the land of the free.
Right.
We can cross over. We can go over to Mexico, have our passports, go to Mexico, enjoy it, come back home to our families. And these people in Mexico are just trying to come over and just make a better life for their families, and they're just not being treated
fairly or properly. And you know, a lot of it has to do with us as citizens as well, not paying attention to the things that are important, not voting for the things and the bills that should be passed. Now, there is an act right now that is being cycled around. If you tune into social media, if you're up on the news, if you're paying attention to what's going on, there is a telephone number that is being provided where you can call and you can support the Keep Families Together Act. And I think that it's important. Again, history repeats itself. So we're allowing this to happen to this particular group of people because we see it as it not directly influencing us. The question becomes, how much longer before it actually does?
We're all humans. I mean, everybody has feelings. Can we all just live together in this peace and be happy? Like, I mean, they're not doing anything. They're not coming over here to do anything wrong. They're coming over here to, again, make a better life for their family. So,
you know, like I said, for me, just the historical reference of it's mind-boggling. It's upsetting. It basically makes you have to stop and look and go, how much progress have we actually made as a country? How much regression have we actually made? Or are we just really at a standstill and our lives are so busy and so fun that we don't pay attention and we don't. At what point do we stop valuing human life? Or, you know,
so true. I mean, it's a hard topic.
Yeah. It's one of those things that you kind of take personally, and you get away from the statistics of it, and you kind of get emotional about it. You know, having kids, I would hate to be on the other side of those lines and want nothing more
but the best for my child, and come over here and they're like taking away these infants from their mothers for like no reason.
Right. Well, I'm just hoping that together as a nation we can make sure that very soon this stops. And that it doesn't occur again in the future tense. I understand as Americans, we want things the way that we want them. We want to make sure that we have certain things in line. But at no point in time should we dehumanize people in order to obtain those or to maintain those. So you guys click in, let us know how you feel about it. If you've been tuning in, subscribe, like, let us know exactly how you feel about it in regards to what is going on in our country. Now, moving into something a little bit lighter. Let's talk fashion.
Yes.
I know that the fashion world is constantly changing, evolving. There are always so many beautiful things to see, so many wonderful people that are using their visions to be able to kind of come into the fashion world and mix things up, especially for people of color.
Yes.
For a very long time, we had to hold to the standards of the European ideal of beauty. And now in the fashion industry, there's so many creatives that are allowing us to just be black women.
Yes.
What do you think ideally in a fashion sense is important to continue to maintain coming into the next couple of years here where black beauty is concerned?
Just allowing people to just be open, express themselves, just stop the judgment, let people wear what they want to wear. I mean, if they feel comfortable in a certain outfit, let them wear it. I mean, it's not you.
Right.
Just keep their creativeness open. Keep the black businesses. Just hope it just continues to open doors for a lot of people in the fashion industry who want to get in. They want to do something new, to be able to go for it.
Nice. Now, being from a southern area, being from Houston, being a Baton Rouge, Ongara, actually being here in Baton Rouge right now, when you think about the fashion industry and you look at the fashion world, what do you think is missing from the fashion industry in the South right now?
I shop on a budget, so what is it missing? Maybe more. There's affordable clothing lines out there.
Right.
It's a hard question.
She's like, just make sure everybody continues to be on the support wave, okay? Support black business.
There's so many creative people out there. So many, seamstresses,
right,
just doing their thing. I wouldn't say that it's missing anything.
Gotcha.
I just hope it continues to grow in the right direction, opening doors for everybody.
Such a beautiful thing. Now, again, fashion is that one of those things. It's just like the music industry. There's so many different takes on it, so many different perspectives, so many different ideals. Yeah. So, like you said, it may not necessarily be missing anything, but it's important to continue to maintain that innovation that we've been given the opportunity to hold. So, very, very important, you guys. Now we're going to come into a topic that kind of hits home for a lot of the viewers, but also for a lot of us personally. Knowing that you're coming into real estate here very soon, working on getting your real estate license. Culturally speaking, African Americans financially, or even just for the means of knowledge, don't always know when, where, and how to obtain those opportunities to gain a property or to own their homes or to know exactly where to go find good properties. What do you think are some key components or advice that needs to be given for them to be able to hold those things and, have that knowledge?
Do your research. Save your money. I know as black people, we love to just spend our money on, maybe clothes, material things. If being a homeowner is something that you inspire to do,
right?
You're gonna have to save your money. You're gonna have to, just learn how to hold back, work on your credit. Growing up in my family, like my dad actually started me off with credit cards. Like, he got me a high school credit card. He would use it, pay it off, just made sure that, I was building my credit. So now as an adult, I have this credit line that's, been here for like 10-something years.
Right.
And an amazing credit score. I mean, credit is really important. So, just
make it a habit to start that early.
Habit to start it early. If you have kids, and you open up credit cards for them, put them on your as a authorized user.
Yeah.
And make sure you're paying the bills, though. Don't just put your child on there and you just
let it flop.
The credit just go down the hill because you couldn't pay this. Like, if you can afford it, get them a credit card. Help your child pay it off.
Or even just spend in the limits of what you can afford.
Yes.
Like, don't go buy a $20,000 car and your kids' credit limit.
Off.
Right.
Just start off small. Like, cars are good, car notes, but live within your means.
Right.
Never try to go for something that, you may can afford this $300,000 house, but can you live on top of that? Can you still do the things that you love to do without just spending all your money on a house note?
It's important.
As Black people, like, some of us aren't awarded that, as a child. Like, we're kicked out, we're just told to go get a job, and, at 18, and, I feel like that shouldn't be the case.
Right.
Like,
we should kind of help each other first.
Should help each other grow. Savings plans,
right?
Important college savings plans, so that when you're graduating college, you don't have all this debt. It's just so much
priority.
That can be done.
Yeah, just priority. Now, if you had to give any specific realtors or any specific companies that you think are best suited for us and our needs, who would you say, or where would you send people?
I have several nice realtors out here in the Baton Rouge area. Jeremy Henderson really has been an inspiration to me. Like, I actually reached out to him, like, when I get my license, like, can you just be my mentor?
Right.
Because it's something that he does, like, part-time, and he does, like, an amazing job. Like, I'm always seeing pictures of, his renovations. He's flipping houses. He actually got on the phone we're talking about starting a home business where we're flipping houses. And he, took out the time to just talk to us for like a whole hour on like the ins and outs of what to do and how to get into this industry. Just super, super helpful and inspirational. Our realtor helped us get our house, Liz. Super helpful in helping me like design our house. Like, we literally built our house from scratch, and she, super helpful helping us pick out colors. There's a lot of great, amazing realtors out there, but again, some of them are out there for the money. So make sure you do your research on realtors as is you do everything else. So
likewise, you guys. Again, Miss Timberlynn is giving you some great advice. Really invest into your kids, invest into your credit scores, invest in the research that's required to be able to obtain a good home, and be on the lookout for her, because she'll be that person to contact here very, very soon. Now, we're going to get ready to wrap up shortly, but before we do, we always play a game of word association. Basically what happens is we name people, places, things, ideas. You get about 3 seconds to give us your natural response when you think about what is best affiliated with these people, places, or things. Okay?
Okay.
You want to play?
I want to play. Let's do it.
Okay. Dwayne and Vicky.
Dwayne and Vicky are the most amazing parents, super supportive. Again, they started me off in the right direction. My mother has always been into selling stuff, so every corner you turn, she's trying to sell you something. So she really has been a really huge inspiration. My dad as well, and just being my backbone financially, emotionally, everything.
Awesome. Let's go with the crayon case.
The crayon case, wow. So she started off as like a waitress, just basically a true story of starting from the bottom and having supporters and just working your way up to this amazing beauty brand, which is where I'm hopefully gonna be in a few years, just like her. Rihanna, she's beautiful. Like, I love her music, I love her makeup, I love that she's branching off into fashion now with the whole with the Fenty, the lingerie line. Just super, super inspirational as a Black woman to just be in her position to be able to do that.
Awesome. Kim K, gorgeous as well. Like, I love how she literally started as
She started from the bottom with a video vixen. You know, she had her little controversial issues going on, but she took what could have been a negative and ruined her, and she made something positive out of it. Whole beauty brand, fashion brand, just all around, just beautiful. Married, kids, great family. I mean, yeah.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Beautiful again. I mean, she's funny. I love her hair. I love how, you know, just, I've never personally met her, but she just seems so down to earth. Super cool. Love her acting. Girlfriend's the best show. I still watch it.
Oh, yeah.
Saw her in a Drake video. Just, she's amazing. She's gorgeous.
Zendaya.
Zendaya. Is it Zendaya or Zendaya?
Look, I always say Zendaya. Maybe we'll say it both ways. Zendaya.
She's gorgeous too. I mean, it's so many like beautiful black women out there that are just doing their thing, just going for it. Yes.
Southern University.
Southern University, that's where I got my start. I mean, the historically black university, jukebox, dance team, the Southern Dolls, Dancing Dolls. I graduated mass communications, one of the best schools in the nation. Y'all should go there, check them out, join the band.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Theantidote.com.
The Antidote, amazing. Thank you for this opportunity to be here. I mean, this is amazing. I'm super, super, like, grateful.
Donald Trump. She said no comment. And last but not least, Hair Exotica.
Hair Exotica. I'm just so grateful to be here. I'm so grateful to have an amazing company, great supporters. Genesis Clothing Brand, thank you for, you know, allowing me, well, not allowing me, but getting me this opportunity. Super, super inspiration. My family, my boyfriend, everybody, my friends. Hair Exotica is just growing, and I hope to see it like on the top in 2018 at the end of this year. Hopefully have a storefront, lingerie line, swimwear,
all that,
everything. Check us out. Hair Exotica _beauty bar. Check us out.
Well, we do appreciate you so much, Miss Timberlynn, for joining us. You guys, make sure you tune in, like, subscribe, follow Miss Timberlynn on Instagram, check out her website. A lot of you don't know, she actually did an interview on behalf of theantidote.com a while back and was able to interview Miss Delicious. So make sure you scroll through our interview section and find her for that. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, let us know exactly what you think, what we need to provide for our interviews, what you like, what you don't like. We'd like to hear from you. It's your girl Tubbi of the Nerdy Bird site, rocking with theantidote.com, and we're signing out.